Hello, and welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar News channel. Today, we bring you a historic update that is creating shockwaves around the world. For months, investors, analysts, and dinar and dong holders have been waiting and watching for a sign, just one signal that the long anticipated revaluation would become reality. Well, today we got it. Former President Donald Trump himself has confirmed that the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar, IQD, and Vietnamese dong, VND, is now complete. That's right. The wait is over and celebrations are about to begin. If you've been holding on, hoping, and preparing, this could be the moment you've been waiting for. Stay with us as we break it all down. In a public statement earlier today, Donald Trump confirmed that the international revaluation of both the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong has officially gone through. This marks a huge financial turning point for two of the most discussed and speculated currencies in recent years. The revaluation, or RV, as many call it, is the process where a country adjusts the value of its currency against others, usually to better reflect its real economic strength. Trump's announcement has instantly become a trending topic across global financial networks, with social media users and dinar holders flooding timelines with excitement, disbelief, and celebration. For those who've waited years, this update is nothing short of groundbreaking. This confirmation doesn't just mean a shift in numbers, it means a shift in opportunity. With the revaluation now active, the value of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong has reportedly increased significantly against the US dollar and other major global currencies. For example, people holding 1 million IQD or VND could now be looking at a much higher return than anyone ever expected. Although exact rates are still being finalized across different platforms, early unofficial reports suggest that IQD could be valued near $3.91 per dinar, and the VND may be floating around $2.89 per dong. That means real value, real spending power, and real life transformation. People around the globe who held these currencies as part of their investment portfolios or personal strategies are now seeing the outcome of their patience, especially in countries like the US, Canada, and Australia, where thousands of citizens have quietly held on to dinar and dong. The announcement is turning ordinary individuals into millionaires, literally overnight. Online forums are already full of testimonials from people reporting huge changes in their financial situation. Some are even planning early retirement, clearing debt, or finally starting that dream business they've always wanted. For many, this revaluation is not just news, it's a personal miracle. Former President Trump's role in this announcement adds a whole new level of credibility. Trump stated in his brief but powerful message that the agreements are complete, the systems are active, and now the people will benefit. He hinted that his administration, even out of office, had continued to push for global economic balance, especially for post-war and emerging economies. Trump emphasized that both Iraq and Vietnam have now met all necessary requirements in terms of economic structure, transparency, and central banking systems to allow a full international recognition of their new exchange rates. He called it a new day for freedom and fairness in global finance. Inside Iraq, there has been quiet preparation for this moment. For months, the Central Bank of Iraq has been upgrading systems, improving security, and reducing corruption to meet international standards. Recent interviews with top Iraqi economic officials revealed confidence in the country's readiness to participate in open currency trade. The country has made major strides in oil production, private sector development, and infrastructure rebuilding. Many believe that Iraq is now in a strong position to re-enter the global economy as a respected player. This revaluation is not just a money change, it's a national transformation, signaling Iraq's return to financial independence. Vietnam, too, has made major progress in its economy over the past decade. Once known as an emerging manufacturing hub, Vietnam is now considered a serious global economic player. From electronics and apparel to agriculture and energy exports, Vietnam's economy has grown fast and smart. The Vietnamese central bank has maintained inflation control and currency stability, which helped make the VND a strong candidate for revaluation. Trump mentioned that Vietnam's global trade partnerships and economic diplomacy played a major role in securing revaluation approval. It was a long process, but one that has finally paid off for the Vietnamese people and VND holders. So, what happens next? According to early reports, Tier 1 exchanges have already started in specific banks and redemption centers worldwide. These are reserved for early investors, government contacts, and financial institutions. But Tier 2 and Tier 3, which include everyday citizens like you, are next in line. Many U.S. banks are preparing to roll out exchange procedures within the coming 48 to 72 hours. If you're holding IQDA or VND, now is the time to gather your notes, IDs, and documentation. Check with your financial advisor or institution to know what local procedures apply and how to exchange safely. A lot of people are asking, is this real? Yes, this is real. Unlike past rumors or online hype, this announcement comes directly tied to former President Trump's statement, verified by several financial insiders and diplomatic sources. You can expect full confirmation soon from U.S. Treasury updates and announcements from the Central Bank of Iraq and State Bank of Vietnam. Exchange locations are already being set up and some private appointments have begun. The next few days will be historic. This is no longer a theory. It's an event in motion, and it's happening faster than many expected. One major factor contributing to this successful revaluation is global coordination. Behind the scenes, multiple financial systems, SWIFT, international clearinghouses, and regional banking platforms have upgraded to handle new values and fast transactions. Blockchain technology has also been quietly integrated into Iraq and Vietnam systems to provide greater transparency and tracking. These upgrades ensure that the new currency values are secure, traceable, and harder to manipulate. For investors, this adds an extra layer of trust and safety when it comes to participating in the revaluation and exchanging their holdings at legitimate rates. Another big part of this story is public reaction. In cities across Iraq and Vietnam, people are taking to the streets not in protest, but in joy. Celebrations have already begun in places like Baghdad, Basra, Hanoi, and Ho Chi Minh City. There are videos showing people dancing, singing, and waving national flags. This is not just a financial win, it's an emotional one. Many families who struggled with financial insecurity now see a brighter future, though the revaluation is offering real hope, and people are celebrating with pride, relief, and excitement for the future. Trump's announcement also touched on global fairness. He stated that for too long, countries rich in resources were undervalued while certain economies controlled global finance. The IQD and VND revaluation, he claimed, is a correction in that imbalance. Trump also praised Iraq's resource wealth, especially oil and natural gas, and Vietnam's role as a rising trade partner. He said these nations deserve equal footing in global markets and that the revaluation helps level the playing field. His message was direct. It's time the world respects real value, not just political influence. Many of you watching this may be asking, how should I prepare? First, stay calm. Do not rush into anything without confirming details. Second, make sure your currency is verified, clean, and properly stored. Third, begin checking with trusted financial institutions or exchange centers for announcements about appointments. Some banks may require you to book in advance or meet certain criteria. Watch for any scams or fake services claiming early access or insider deals. Be cautious, move smart, and use official channels. Remember, this is your moment. You've waited this long, so take the steps wisely. Let's talk taxes. Yes, exchanges could be taxable depending on your country of residence and your total gain. In the US, this could fall under capital gains or even be treated as a foreign currency conversion event. Consult a licensed tax advisor before you exchange to avoid any surprises later. You may want to keep detailed records of when you bought your currency, how much you invested, and when you exchanged it. Proper planning now can save you stress later. Revaluation, wealth is great, but managing it well is what turns it into lasting prosperity. We also encourage everyone to give back in some way. This revaluation has the potential to create wealth for millions. If you benefit from this, consider supporting local charities, education programs, or community development. Small actions can make a big difference, and a revaluation windfall is a rare opportunity to spread positivity. Many investors have already pledged a portion of their gains to causes they care about. Let's turn this financial moment into something that brings greater good, not just for one person, but for entire communities and future generations. As we move into the next few days, our channel will keep you updated on everything: live exchange updates, bank procedures, daily exchange rates, tax planning strategies, and real stories from around the world. This is not the end, it's the beginning of a new era for Iraq, Vietnam, and everyone who believed in this process. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and follow us on social media so you don't miss a moment of this incredible time in financial history. We're here with you every step of the way. To those who doubted, today is proof that real change can happen. To those who believed, your faith was not in vain. The confirmation of the revaluation isn't just a news headline, it's a symbol that patience, planning, and persistence can pay off. Iraq and Vietnam have both shown resilience, growth, and leadership to reach this point. And as their currencies gain global strength, the world watches in awe. Whether you've held currency for months or years, this is your moment. Be proud, be smart, and step into the future with confidence. Let's also remember this is not just about money, it's about hope. For the people of Iraq and Vietnam, this revaluation offers a new beginning, a second chance to rebuild, rise, and reclaim dignity. For global investors, it's a lesson that global systems are changing, and sometimes they do so in the people's favor. We stand at the beginning of a global financial reset where emerging economies get a seat at the table. And that's something worth celebrating, not just with cash, but with compassion and commitment to a better world. Thank you for watching the Iraqi Dinar News channel. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please like, share, and comment below with your thoughts. Do you think this is just the beginning of something even bigger? Are you preparing for your exchange? What will you do with your newfound wealth? We want to hear your stories and your plans. Be sure to subscribe and stay connected as we continue this exciting journey together. The revaluation is here, the time is now, and the celebration is about to begin. Congratulations to everyone, and let the new chapter start today.